In this video, you're going to learn how to dramatically improve the click-through rate on your Facebook and Instagram ads. Now, specifically, I'm talking here about the link click-through rate, which means when you apply what I'm going to show you, you'll have a lot more people actually clicking the links in your ads, which is going to lead to more leads and purchases for your business. These are things that I now apply to every single ad that I roll out because it's shown to increase our click-through rate by up to 200%. So these things really do work, and you're going to want to follow through the video and make sure you apply them to every single ad that you roll out as well. And remember, if you like this video, make sure you tap that thumbs up. It makes a huge difference to the channel, and I really do appreciate it. And if you want to hear more from me, hit subscribe, hit that little bell, and you will get notified whenever I release a new video on Facebook and Instagram advertising. Okay, the first technique I'm going to talk about to increase your click-through rate is to improve the first 3 lines of your ad copy. On Facebook now, when you see an ad in the newsfeed, they only actually show the first 3 lines. And on Instagram, it's actually less. It's 1 to 2 lines that they show before the user has to click the See More button to expand the text and read the rest. So those 3 lines really count. If you don't do a great job of writing compelling copy that creates an open loop and gets people to want to click that See More button, then they are simply going to continue scrolling past and they will never read your ad. And if they don't read the ad, then of course they're never going to click your links. So there are 2 ways that you can do this that I'm going to give you right now. The first one is to be very direct and tell the end user exactly what they're going to get, what they're going to experience, or how they're going to feel after they click the link and do whatever you're asking them to do in your ad. Now this sounds obvious, but so many people, when they try to write copy, they try to be really clever and they open up with these fancy lines and try to get into a story, but sometimes it's just better to be direct. And you do that by making a big promise right off the bat. Let's use a golfing example. You could be really direct and just say something like, learn how to take 5 to 10 strokes off your golf game today by making one simple change. Here's how. You can see that example is super direct. It tells them exactly what they're going to get, when they're going to get it, because we said today, and then here's how. And then what you would do is put the rest of your copy down underneath so that they have to click that See More button to actually learn how. You're telling them exactly what they're going to get. You're generating a lot of interest and compelling them to click that See More button. The other way you can do this is to make a claim that goes against a common belief that your audience has. So again, let's apply this to golf. A common belief is that to hit the ball further, you need to swing the golf club faster. You need to increase your swing speed. So we could say something that contradicts that, like this. Here's a simple technique to add 50 meters to your drive today using the exact same driver that you're currently using and without increasing your swing speed. So you can see in that example, we've actually combined 2 different things. We're talking about a big promise, and then we've mentioned something that's a common belief, and we've pushed back against that. So people are going to be really interested, like, hey, is this actually possible to increase my drive without increasing my club speed? They're going to be interested. They're going to click that Read More button, which is exactly what you want them to do, because then they can read the rest of your copy and hopefully click your link. Okay, moving on to the next tip, and that is to customize your ad copy for Instagram and for other placements. So one thing that I actually recommend you do, and that most people are doing now, is using the all placements option at the ad set level. That means that Facebook will run your ad on all of the different placement options, meaning Facebook, Instagram, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, and everywhere else. The problem with that, particularly with Instagram, is that if you put links in your ad copy, people can't actually click those links on Instagram. The only way they can click a link on Instagram is by clicking the call to action button that is associated with the ad. If you have ad copy that says, hey, click this link to get my thing, and you put the link directly in the copy, people on Instagram can sit there and tap it all day long and it's not going to take them anywhere. So the problem with that is it leads to confusion from your potential leads and customers, and they end up not clicking at all. So what you want to do is create custom copy specifically for Instagram. Now, this does not mean that you have to go out and create different ad sets, some targeting Facebook and others targeting Instagram, so you can customize the ads in each. What you can actually do now is at the ad level, you can go down and you can customize your creative and copy based on placement. So what I recommend doing is go in, write your ad copy, then go in and customize the text for Instagram specifically, remove the links from the copy, and instead tell people to click Learn More or click whatever your call to action button in your Instagram ad says, instead of having a link directly in the copy, because that just won't work. Doing this one simple thing really helps increase the click-through rate on your Instagram ads, and of course that boosts the overall click-through rate on your ads in general if you're using the all placements option. I know, it sounds like a really simple tip, but it works. Moving on to the next one, the thing I want you to try here is putting links throughout your ad copy. So what's going to happen is your ad is going to be shown to thousands, if not tens or hundreds of thousands of people. Each of those people have slightly different preferences. Some people like to read a lot and they will read the entirety of a piece of ad copy before they make a decision whether or not to click. Others, they like to read one paragraph at most, maybe, before they make a decision to either keep scrolling or to click your link. So what you don't want to do is write one big long piece of copy and then at the very bottom have a call to action that says click this link to get the thing. You want to have copy that has a link right near the top, a link in the middle, and a link at the end, because that's going to cater for all of these different readers and their particular preferences. You will get a higher click-through rate simply by doing this. And make sure that it makes sense when you do it. So don't just put random links and stick them anywhere. Make sure that the copy flows in a way that you can actually have a little call to action and say click here to get all the details, or click here to get the thing, and do that throughout. So make sure that you put links in multiple places and that they make sense and that you've written the copy in a way that you can actually have call to actions that flow into those. All right, which leads me to the next one, which is improving the strength of your call to action. It's really easy to write a piece of copy and then simply use a call to action like click here to learn more and then the link, or click here to get all the details and then pop the link in. That's a really weak call to action though, okay? You can really do better. And when you do improve that call to action, it will improve your click-through rate. So rather than click here to learn more or click here to get all the details, you should try incorporating the benefit or the end result into your call to action. So again, let's go with a golfing example. I don't know why I'm going with golf because I don't play golf, but hey, it works. So if our ad is saying something like we're going to help you improve your drive distance by 50 meters, then at the end of the copy, we could put click here to learn more. But if we want to strengthen that, we could say, click here to add 50 meters to your drive distance today, and then have the link. That's a much stronger call to action. And even though it sounds like a simple change and you think, well, how could a few words increase my click-through rate? It does. People are much more compelled to click that if they think, well, if I click here, I'm going to increase my drive distance by 50 meters today, versus just click here to learn more or click here to sign up. People don't like signing up for things. They want the end result. They don't want to enter their details. They do it only because they want that end result. So instead of saying click here to sign up, click here to learn more, make it a compelling call to action. Now again, just another quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video, tap that like button, makes a huge difference to the channel and I really do appreciate it. And if you do want to hear more from me, hit subscribe and hit that little bell to get notified whenever I release a new video. Okay, moving on to the next tip. Now this one isn't actually related to your ad copy, but it makes a huge difference as well. So if you notice that your link click-through rate is low, but your click-through rate all is also low, meaning your click-through rate all is below 3 to 4%, then that could be an indicator that people aren't actually stopping and looking at your ad at all. So they're not even starting to read the copy. Now, the way to fix that is to improve your creative, meaning your image or your video. Because if people aren't clicking on your ad at all, meaning they're not even clicking the see more button, they're not clicking the like button, they're not commenting or anything like that, then they're obviously not going to go through and click the link. So to fix this problem, you need an image or a video that does a better job of grabbing the attention of the right person. Now, there are lots of ways to improve your ad creative, and it is arguably the most important part overall of your ad. So you really want to make sure you put the time and effort into this. It's actually a whole different topic in itself. So I've created another video for you right here that you can click to go and learn how to create really compelling ad images that are going to grab the attention of the right people and get them to actually start reading your ads and then obviously clicking. So make sure you check that out now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.